we like to explore up around the Logandale area. There's a lot of sandstone formation and stuff there. And we like to see places that didn't have a lot of other people. We go out in four-wheelers. Actually, that's before we had the four-wheelers we got. He had a Ford pickup truck with big tires on the back. And we'd go out and run down roads or anything. There's this one little valley that we hiked into, but it was pretty hot. And we couldn't get the truck in because if we couldn't get the truck somewhere, we'd build a little bit of a road and put rocks down and get in. But there was this sandstone formation right there. And I said, I bet if we had some dynamite, we could move that. He says, oh, it's not a bad idea. So he had about a half a case of dynamite left from the Pine Valley job. By the way, later he sold the lot. Never did build that cabin. But we still had kept the dynamite. And so we went over there and put a few sticks and blew that big piece of sandstone off to the side so the truck would fit right in between in the narrow. We drove around in that valley and explored it and everything. Ken and I and Dad were there. And then we started rolling rocks. There was like a ridge right between two little small valleys, two little ravines. And Ken went on one side and Dad and I went on the other, and he says, look at this. So we climbed up the edge and tried to roll the rock on Ken. You know, you hear it crash and you jump out of the way. Well, he says, you know, we've got lots of dynamite and caps. Let's set some off, and I'll show you just when you throw it doesn't do much of anything. So we got half sticks or third sticks of dynamite and put caps in them, little short fuses, and we lit them and we threw them. So then, of course, we started throwing them up above. The guy that was in the other ravine tried to blow the rocks off to make the rocks tumble down, so they had to jump out of the way. We did that for a few hours. And then my head started hurting really bad. And Dad says, well, you got a powder headache. And I thought it was from all the blasting of the being around the concussions and stuff. But he said it's something to do with the makeup of the dynamite or something, kind of a chemical reaction. And we didn't finish all the dynamite off that time, but we got rid of a lot of it. So that's the kind of fun we had. Where Uncle Bernie used to call us those Whitney rock rollers.